A new Power Pages events portal for Dynamics 365 Customer Insights enables quick website deployment to simplify registration management. Events portals for Dynamics have been around for several years, but this is the first template built in Power Pages, which offers increased flexibility for customization, tighter integration, and enterprise-grade security. For each event, you can use the template to publish fully branded landing and registration pages. In this example, a pet care retailer is promoting an in-store event for dog owners, so the registration page highlights the date, location, and the current availability. Scrolling down, there are further details about the event, including the presenters. This event has 2 sessions running concurrently, so either one of these can be selected before people complete the sign-up form below. Native integration between Dynamics and Power Pages means that the event and session details are populated directly from Customer Insights. For a detailed look at the Customer Insights event planning module, check out our earlier video, but let's recap a few points specific to event portals. On this related events record in Dynamics, various field values are used to populate each registration page. The event name, date and time, and featured image are all defined here in Customer Insights and published in the portal as we just saw. Switching to the Additional Information tab, the event summary and the description text shown here control the text that appears on the registration page. On the Agenda tab, 2 sessions for this event have been defined with the related speakers selected. As a result, when looking at the event page template in the Power Pages Studio, there isn't much to see because the event details contained in the introduction, description, list of speakers, and the session components are all pulled directly from Customer Insights, so they don't need to be re-entered. The styling of these landing pages can be adjusted here in Power Pages, including layout changes to ensure they reflect your branding. Once these changes are made to the template, the updated design will be applied to other event pages published in the portal. The registration form is another section which is configured in Customer Insights. Moving back to the events record in Customer Insights, we're now on the Form tab. In this scenario, a default registration form has been selected, which is designed for events with multiple sessions. Rather than spending time having to create web forms for each unique event, this approach allows repeatable event sign-up forms such as this one, which is currently used across 3 separate events. On this tab, we can also enable an option that automatically creates a lead for each event registration. Because this event consists of 2 sessions, additional controls can be applied to allow people to register and determine whether registrants must make a selection while allowing only 1 session to be booked. Here you can also schedule an event registration window that controls the dates and times when people can sign up. Within Customer Insights, we can see a list of everyone who has registered for an event. Clicking through to one of these registration records shows that each entry is linked to the relevant Dynamics 365 contact as well as the event record. If you want to know more about event registrations in Customer Insights, including its automated capabilities, do take a look at our earlier video. In this example, an event listing will be published using Power Pages, but you can use other options to host your registration forms. For example, you could embed the Customer Insights event form on your website, which is the simplest option if you're just running a one-off event. There are also more complex options, including using an API to publish selected events data from Dynamics on your site, or downloading an events portal as a web application and then hosting this separately. However, choosing Power Pages hosting option provides Microsoft's secure infrastructure with portals that benefit from web application firewall features and configurable roles with access permissions. Also, the ready-made event portal template simplifies setup, reducing the time and effort required to launch these websites. A significant strength of the Power Pages event template is that it enables a centralized hub which can promote multiple events, so you only need to build one portal. On this homepage, a series of upcoming events is promoted, and clicking any of these items takes the user to the relevant event landing and registration page, as we saw earlier. This page is customizable. In addition to changing the branding and visual elements, you can adjust the format of the event cards, which can include switching to a different layout gallery. Within each gallery, you can change the detail displayed in each box by toggling the appropriate option or updating the relevant field to which an entry is mapped. An administrator can also change this to a different view. Currently, this card gallery lists all active events, but using this list we can access our standard and custom views in Dynamics, which means that each gallery can be filtered. So for example, you could group events by subject theme or location. If you manage different types of events, you could have several of these card galleries, with each one representing a specific category. One approach could be to create separate sections for in-person and online events, both of which can be managed using Customer Insights and the Event Portal template. Switching to a registration page for an upcoming online event, Power Pages has pulled in the essential details, but in contrast to the in-person event page shown earlier, this listing doesn't include any sessions or speaker details because they aren't relevant to this type of event and they weren't added in Customer Insights. At the top of the page, it shows this event is fully subscribed, but it still allows the user to send a registration request. That's because the event waitlist feature in Dynamics 365 is enabled, so that if any registrants cancel, their place can be automatically offered to people on the waitlist, which helps maximize attendance rates. With this online event configured to run on Microsoft Teams, there are additional settings to check, which we covered in our separate events planning demo. Further up on the form, the registration URL is shown. To brand your event links, you can use a custom domain rather than the default one shown here. Custom domains can be configured in the Power Platform Admin Center, where you can also manage other aspects of your website configuration and monitor usage metrics. Here you can also configure authentication providers to ensure secure logins. The events that we featured here haven't involved user authentication because this portal doesn't require people to log in before registering for an event. However, you can configure events that are only accessible to authenticated users, so this could be relevant if you offer exclusive member-only presentations that will only be visible to specific people after they've logged in to your portal. Aside from administrator access, the two main Power Pages web roles are for anonymous and authenticated users. It's important to note that the standard Power Pages licensing policy applies. While the Events Portal is available to Customer Insights users, to deploy this you do need the appropriate Power Pages licensing packs or enable pay-as-you-go billing that covers anonymous and authenticated users. Licensing is one of the points on the Power Pages Go Live checklist, along with various other steps that must be validated before an events portal is deployed. With ServerSys as your partner, our technical experts will be on hand to help you configure and launch your portal. If you do want to learn more, please do get in touch. The Power Pages Event Portal template is a significant upgrade over previous solutions, enabling more efficient registration processes with less admin effort. The centralized hub allows multiple event listings to be promoted from a single branded website, eliminating the overhead of creating and managing individual event portals. The registration process is fully integrated with Dynamics Customer Insights, allowing for dynamic event pages and forms without coding. The new event template also brings the broader benefits of Power Pages, including enterprise-grade security with Azure hosting, a visual design studio for easy customization, and a future-proof managed environment. The version we've demonstrated provides integrated registration management, so it's focused on pre-event processes. At some point, we'd like to see Microsoft expand this to include post-registration functionality that will enhance attendee experiences. But in the meantime, at ServerSys we offer custom development if you do want to go beyond the built-in capabilities.